16th Street and Pretoria on Bavarian Sport at Malgus Street. Khomotso Mesa for KFM Traffic.
All right, thank you, Khomotso. On the line, we are joined by Obi from Eagle Ford. Obi, how are you?
Hey guys, how you guys doing?
All right,
Very good, man.
Joe, Steve.
Yeah, man.
Oh, you can call out my name too.
Okay. Cindy,
Khomotso.
Cindy.
Khomotso. I'm gonna take you.
I'm on side with you. Khomotso.
Yeah.
You silly.
How you doing, Khomotso? You well?
Obi, you silly today. Is that the silly season has got you again?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear that.
Is it the silly season getting to you again, Obi?
Guys, let me tell you something.
Tell us.
It's not funny that this time of the year is actually called the silly season.
Why is that?
Eagle has got about as silly as anyone can get by giving crazy deals on pretty much anything.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Guys, we've gone crazy on new cars, nearly new, and budget vehicles.
Now, yes, tell us about what you got on those Fords and Mazdas, because I've been driving past and I've been seeing some crazy, stupid, silly deals. I can't believe them.
Guys, let me just run you through this.
Yeah.
You can save tens of thousands on Fords and Mazdas with just a few kilometers on, and well over 100 grand on cars that are just run in.
I can't believe it.
Guys, pretty much the proof is in the Christmas pudding, because if you go on Eagle Ford, .co.za or Eagle Mazda, you'll see all those great deals on there.
Tell us a little bit about those Mazda 3s, those originals, because I think they are unbelievably so cool. What have you got on that Mazda 3, Obi?
Guys, that Mazda 3 is a brand spanking new 1.6 original.
Yo.
At only 159.9. I mean,
Wow.
guys, feature to feature, this car is not only unbeatable, but it's so cool.
Yeah.
So cool that whether you're cruising on the streets of Joburg or you're heading down to, to check out the beeves at the bank.
Yeah.
I mean, guys, this is such a remarkable vehicle.
All right.
Unbelievable, man.
Okay, so those are the Mazda 3s. We're heading down to the beach. We're going to check out the babes. What have we got on that unbelievable Mazda 5?
Yeah, the Mazda 5. I want to hear about this.
Guys, that Mazda 5 is a beautiful 2-liter engine, and it's a 7-seater, and this 7-seater is amazing. It's got aircon, power steering, CD player, the works, and it's a value for money and the best vehicle on the road at this stage.
Well, I tell you what, it's silly season at, of course, Eagle Ford, Eagle Mazda. Now, tell us, the rest of the stuff is there. The food, the car washes, everything is there, isn't it?
Everything is here. I mean, if you guys want to go silly and see the silly season, just get down to Eagle Ford and Eagle Mazda.
All right, check them out. Take that Cornet Drive turn off if you want to go to Eagle Ford. If you want to go to Eagle Mazda, of course, there's Athol Oaklands, and there's all the great stuff around there. The roads are beautiful there. They've redone them. Check out that number. Give us the number. People want to give you a shout, Obi.
The magic number, like I always say, is 011 531 3000.
All right, Obi, thank you so much for getting in touch with us again, man.
All right, guys, enjoy.
All right, have a wonderful weekend.
You too, man. Cheers.
Well, what you've got to understand about in Eagle Corner is we are a franchise. We're intrinsically a franchise that sells both the Mazda brand and the Ford brand in the Gauteng area, particularly in and around the Cornet Drive, Louis Botha area. What we are duty bound to do in terms of the franchise agreements is only advertise within a certain footprint area. So the challenge was on to find media that actually delivered on that parameter. What we had wanted to do, particularly in the case of Eagle Corner, was we wanted to increase our franchise into the black market, because quite definitely we know that car ownership in the last 3 years had increased in this sector significantly year on year. I think the acknowledgement was that we needed to be on a radio station, that in fact it had to be a radio station that added reach to our schedule, because obviously there are a number of other competitive stations in the area. But the big buy into Kaya was that we felt there was a need to educate people about car purchasing. So it wasn't just a case of, well, there's a market out there and we just want to sell vehicles. There's a market out there, but we felt an obligation to go that extra mile. So we decided to utilize Kaya, and we decided then to take on the format of live reads. But we really are a brand that when we go out and sell cars to our customers, we really take care and we pay attention. So it made sense to work with Kaya to develop a format that really emulated what we do in store. We started the campaign 2 years ago, and as I say, it started with the real deal. What we did in order to develop the frequency, and because we've always had an awful lot of different messages to get across and different offers, it started off much of a kind of a banter. So, for example, the DJ would phone up Obi at the office, and he would say, "Obi, I hear you have got a deal on the Ford Fiesta, and it's going for 100,000 Rand. But, really today, times are tough. We've got to push the envelope. What are you going to give the client over and above that standard 100,000 Rand? So we would almost banter and barter a special deal that we wanted specifically to come through for Kaya FM listeners. We see an uptake after every single real deal that we flight. Obviously, some are more successful than others. And that's the great thing, because we actually see the return on investment in real time. So we can see exactly what works for the market, what models sell, what don't sell. And there's been quite a lot of market intelligence that we've gained out of that. What set aside this sponsorship from anything else was the fact that Kaya was extremely open to doing something totally new and different. Every new presenter we've had on the breakfast show has bought into the property. And it was extremely refreshing, because on many of the other stations now, their formats are so commercially driven that you can only exercise a little bit of creative latitude within the confines of their structures. And their structures are obviously set there to maximize their revenue streams. And this was really an opportunity where we brought significant added value relative to the price that we paid. But I think the reason why Kaya also bought into it was because I think we bought something of particular interest to the Kaya FM listener. And that added value to the station, and obviously it helps us sell product. So I think it was a symbiotic or synergistic relationship.